Hey, Curlfriends. So I thought I would come back on here. This is pretty random. I just want to see who's online right now. I'm literally in the process of doing a pre-poo treatment using coconut oil. So I've got my coconut oil right here, and that's what it looks like. So since it's cold in Canada, it is completely hardened. It's thick. It hasn't necessarily melted down yet, and that's because it's just cold, guys. Like it's mad cold. So, anyways, what I'm basically doing with my satin bonnet is I've got the pre-poo on underneath here. I've got the plastic cap to really marinate my pre-poo, and then I have this on. I do have it on backwards purposely because if you can see right here, this has a tendency to break off your fine natural hair. And so whatever you do, you want to avoid unnecessary breakage. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. In terms of thickening your fine natural hair, because that is the name of this video, that is the point of this video. There are three main things that you really want to do to thicken your fine natural hair. Bearing in mind that you can't actually thicken your fine natural hair, but there are things that you can do to kind of make your situation better, to not thin what you have out. Hi, Kamira. How's it going? I wear mine inside out too. Same with my durag. Yeah, this thing right here is just way too damaging. So if you are wearing your satin bonnets, you want to make sure that you have it inside out. So yeah, one of the things that you really want to do to thicken your fine natural hair is make sure you deep condition regularly. I said it before and I'll say it again. Deep conditioning is everything. One of the things that I've been doing lately on this channel so that you don't have to waste as much money as I've wasted trying out different deep conditioners is to really, I've been deciding to review them. So the last review that I did most recently was on the Camille Rose. I've done ones on pretty much everything. Like I've tried out the majority of them. If there is a deep conditioner that you've had your eye on, let me know. But the top thing that you can do right now to thicken your fine natural hair is to start deep conditioning regularly. Kamira Jules, the outside is silkier, so there is more slip. There 100% is more slip on the outside of this bonnet right here. A lot less a lot less friction. The bonnet is really unattractive, and I kind of thought twice about coming on here in my bonnet, but I mean, it is a hair channel, and this is what the hair looks like if you're trying to thicken and grow your fine natural hair, because that's what we're all trying to do. So that's the first step. The first step is 100%. You want to make sure that you are deep conditioning your hair. The second step that you want to make sure is that you're not installing really damaging, heavy braids, weaves, even down to your wigs. Like if you're attaching your wigs and you're attaching them on your hairline and your hairline's getting pulled out, or it's just too heavy and it's pulling on your strands, these are the kinds of things that number one, they end up increasing your shedding. Number two, they end up increasing like the breakage on the end of your strands. Like it's just not a good situation. So the more you avoid those types of like thinning practices, those things that are really not good for your fine natural hair, is the more you will naturally see less breakage, naturally see less shedding, and thus see more thickened strands. So that's my second tip. I'm going to jump over to the live chat because I see quite a few comments have come in. So thanks, guys. Pretty Brownie 1. Pretty Brownie 1. Do you ever try elasticity treatments? So I actually am not sure what an elasticity treatment is. If you want to let me know what that means, I've tried moisturizing treatments. I've tried protein treatments, but elasticity ones, I guess that would be another word for like a hydration treatment. And if you're looking for hydrating treatments, you're looking for more elasticity in your hair, then I would definitely say to check out Natural Club's avocado deep conditioner. Girl, like that is, and guys, that is absolutely amazing. To this day, I have not tried a deep conditioner that is better than the one from Natural Club. It's just totally fantastic. And so I'm not getting anything for this. I haven't gotten any paid reviews for any of the products on my channel. I'm really just here to fill in the gap that's there right now when it comes to fine natural hair, because there really isn't that much information out there for us. I mean, this is changing. And if you look at the Instagram for Fine Natural Hair Rocks, or even on this channel, you'll see quite a few people who are engaging with this material, who seem to also have fine natural hair and are trying to improve the appearance and the overall density and the overall health of their fine natural strands. So yeah, in terms of the elasticity treatments, I've done tons of moisturizing deep conditioners. And if that's what's meant by like elasticity, then yes, for sure. Deep condition treatments every single week, as regularly as possible, sometimes even twice a week, guys. Like if the weather's not good, the weather's not good, and it will suck the moisture out of those strands. Kamira Jules, that's real. We all look like that in our bonnets. You're so funny. I tried to make the bonnet look a little bit more cute for you guys, you know, adding on some earrings. It's Saturday. I try not to put too much makeup on my skin on Saturdays, just because I do want the pores and all that goodness to kind of like, you know, breathe. Your skin does a lot better without things on top of it. But yeah, the bonnet is the bonnet. It's not the sexiest look alive. It's definitely not YouTube worthy, but it is what it is. And here we are, right? The third thing that I would say to, you know, thicken your fine natural strands is to drink water. I know that sounds crazy. I know it's like, you know, what do you mean drink water? Like, I'm waiting for you to tell me about a product or a technique. But honestly, like this HTO right here is definitely going to help you. And I take my own tips very seriously, you guys. Like legit, I'm about to drink my water right now to show you how real it is. Like, and if you're feeling that, then give this video a like and go get your water as well too. Because not only is it good for your fine natural hair strands, but it's also good for your body. It's also good for your skin. It's good for everything, everything. Or in St. Vincent, how we say, it's good for everything, everything. So drink your water, guys. Drink your water. So now that I've taken my own advice, I'm open to questions, y'all. Like, you know, I shared 3 tips on how to thicken your fine natural hair. Again, for those of you who just popped in, I see a couple and 1 or 2 more people came in. The first tip was to deep condition your hair regularly. The second tip was to avoid really, you know, really damaging types of hairstyles. And when you are putting other hairstyles on your hair, like wigs and weaves and braids, you really want to make sure that you're installing these things in a way that's good for your fine natural hair, that's not causing breakage and shedding. And then the third tip, which is like a universal tip outside of even fine natural hair, is to just drink up on those waters. You know, drink up on that water. Come here, Jules. Everything, so cute. Yeah, man. Bringing the Caribbean to fine natural hair rocks, yo. Like, that's what it is. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Pretty Brownie 1. Elasticity treatments help to restore curls that have lost its elasticity due to hair manipulation. I see. So if you have that issue, you know, you don't have as much elasticity in your strands and you're looking for your strands to be a little bit more juicy or a little bit more bouncy than they are at the moment, then I would definitely recommend, depending on what kind of breakage you're experiencing, and maybe you're not experiencing breakage, but it really is solely the elasticity issue, then you want to start with the moisturizing deep condition treatment. You know that it's a moisturizing deep condition treatment if you look into the ingredients and there aren't any protein ingredients in there. It really is a lot of good hydration stuff. So like if you see like aloe juice, or you see water as the main ingredient. What else is there? Glycerin is pretty good for moisture as well too. Those things are going to help you to really find elasticity, to increase your elasticity. If you've got low porosity hair, then you also want to consider steam treating your hair. I noticed that the elasticity in my hair really helped. Although I would imagine if you're having troubles with your curl pattern, you might want to start with a regular deep condition treatment first. So maybe you've got a hot head cap that you can put your deep conditioner on your hair and then heat up the deep conditioner. Or maybe, you know, if you don't have that, you've got like a plastic bag. Any plastic bag will do, Walmart, no frills, whatever. Put the plastic bag on your hair and then literally just like sit with that and like a toque on top to generate some body heat. while using the plastic cap to or the plastic bag rather to trap the heat in. That's been another really good way for me that I noticed that works really well. So really upping your moisturizing deep condition treatments. And if that's still not working, then maybe you might need a protein deep condition treatment to assist. So those things I find to be really, really helpful. Totally not related to thickening your fine natural hair. Actually, you know what? I think this is a bonus tip. So bonus tip for thickening your fine natural hair is to be very careful with how you handle it. So if you are, you're detangling your hair, or you're removing braids, or you're removing twists, or you're doing some sort of manipulation, what you want to do is make sure that you're using the utmost care. So spray your hair with water first. Warm water for my low porosity curl friends. Regular water will work just fine for my normal to high porosity curl friends. So that's tip number one. But tip number two that, really even I haven't been doing as much, and I'm definitely going to ramp up on that, is to use a detangling cream. So usually when I'm detangling after a wash day, which is like, I like to detangle right after my my moisturizing deep condition treatments, the hair is just in an optimal state to finger detangle, use a wide tooth comb after, whatever. But what I've been faltering on, curl friends, is when you take your braids out or you take your twists out, I would just honestly, and it's so bad, I would literally just spray with a water bottle and then unloosen it directly. That's a big no. That's a huge no. So moving forward, what I would encourage you guys to do, and what I'm going to be doing as well, because I always take all my own tips to heart, is to use like anything like this. So this is the Curl and Style Milk from Shea Moisture. And its main pro on the back says that it's a moisturizing style cream that aids detangling. So I don't know what it was. I don't know why I thought about it today. I was just like, yo, like, why would you detangle your braids with nothing in your hair to protect against that damage? And so when I made that change, I literally got through like this half of my head, removing my wig braids. And then when I got to this piece right here, I was like, wait a second, I'm losing unnecessary strands. And how can I duplicate the technique from wash day to just detangling my hair to prepare for wash day? And so that's how I came up with the tip, and it worked really fantastically with just spraying the braid and then applying this to my hair. And it doesn't have to be this. Whatever detangling cream works best for you, apply that to your braid and then detangle from there. So that's it. That's all, you guys. I'm pretty much just here marinating in this pre-poo treatment. I'm in the process of filming a collaboration video with another fine natural about it's a review on the Mielle Organics honey and pomegranate line. So it's the shampoo, the conditioner, and the leave-in. So I'm really excited to get that out for you guys. There's videos on the way 2 times per week, every Monday and Friday. So Monday's video is already there, ready to go for you guys to see. If you really like this, please feel free to give it a big thumbs up. It really helps the channel and helps our curl friends grow. And it gives me motivation to keep on creating these videos, because I mean, there's no point in me creating content that nobody likes. So I don't want to kill your free time like that, right? So I hope this is beneficial to somebody out there. But yeah, that's it. That's all, curl friends. And follow each other. Kamira Jules is here. I know she's got an amazing platform where she talks about wigs, and she's so beautiful. She gives you a good rundown of what the wig is, how it looks. And one thing that I really like about Kamira Jules is that she doesn't only just focus on expensive wigs that influencers receive because they're the influencer. She actually focuses on synthetic wigs as well as like more pricier wigs too. So it's not like it's a whole bunch of money. I don't know who else is in here that might have a content page, or they're doing content creation, but shout outs to Lady J, shout outs to Pretty Brownie One. That's such a cute name. I really like your name, Pretty Brownie. But shout outs to you guys. I mean, 2020 seems to be the year where a lot of people are kind of like upping their game, whether it's professionally or here on YouTube or their side hustle, whatever it is. The last video that I posted, actually, if you guys wanted to check that out, is the part 2 to how I became a lawyer. So that information is there for anybody. I like to post the information not to reminisce on like what it is that was like, you know, that went well in the past and brought me to where I am today, but to encourage and to help and to inspire anybody who's going through that right now, or who just, you know, they're thinking about going through it. Because I'll be completely honest and transparent with you guys. When I started my journey to becoming a lawyer, I didn't actually think that I would do it. I did not think that that was going to happen for me. And a huge part of it is, you know, growing up in Canada, growing up in North American society, you don't see a lot of representation of people who look like me, or, you know, may look like one of the audience members and are actually in these kinds of fields. And so that was a huge reason why, you know, I was unsure of that career path. But thank God for resilience. Thank God for being able to talk to people and, you know, the various different professionals who poured into me, the various different Black women, Black men, whoever that poured into me, and, you know, white people as well too, Caucasians rather as well too, just whoever poured into me. And so I feel like it's almost like my duty, my responsibility to pour back into who might be watching, because you just never know, right? So yeah, guys, that's it for my Saturday. Lady J, I watched it. Thank you. Kamira Jules, you were a sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you, girl. No, honestly, you are fantastic, and you deserve every bit of the shine that you've been receiving lately. Her channel is about to explode. Her Instagram, and this is Kamira I'm talking about. Her Instagram's about to explode too, and I'm just so excited to watch your come up, girl. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So, yeah, what are you guys up to today, though? Are you like me and you're in the middle of your wash day, or are you kind of just chilling out? Like, what does Saturday look like for you? Because I want to learn as much about you guys as possible. There are so many fantastic people who are, you know, logging on and sharing information, sharing ideas. That's pretty much like, that excites me. Like, I'm really excited to see like what gets people going. Since I'm now in the middle of this wash day, I think what I'll end up doing, so this is the pre-poo. I showed it at the beginning. Oh, my fingers are in the way. So this is it. It's actually just some coconut oil. And because it's cold here in Canada, it's like, it's in its solid form. That's how we know it's cold out here. When your coconut oil never ever melts unless you put it in the microwave. So yeah, so after that, I don't know what I'm gonna do style-wise. I've been rocking my wig pretty consistently, the same wig since October. End of October, I've been rocking it, and it's really been holding out. For a synthetic half wig, I have to give Outre the props. Like, it's been holding up really, really nicely, and it's beautiful. I like it. It works. You know, slap it on, take it off, moisturize, wash, repeat. Like, it's fantastic. Lady J, I washed on Sunday. I've seen a lot of Curlfriends do that, actually. Naturally Zandra, she's another fine natural. She does a lot of her wash days on Sundays as well too, as well as a bunch of other Curlfriends on the Instagram platform. So for those of you who don't know, I'm actually on Instagram as well with more, I don't want to say a larger platform, but more content. There's definitely a lot more content over there because I've been on Instagram a lot longer than I've been here on YouTube. And so the fun thing about that is that people are sharing information. It's very alive and buzzing, and you know, it's really interesting. So I know from there that a lot of people do their wash days on Sundays as well. So you're in good company, Lady J. You're in real good company. Kamira Jules, just cleaning, then taking my daughter to skating lessons. Then I will be going live later this evening. Ooh! So let me know when you're going live, girl, because I definitely want to jump in on that. Your lives are so much fun. And the cleaning, that is so productive. And skating lessons, oh my gosh, I think I was in grade 6 or 7 the last time I did like skating lessons. Like, it's been a long time. Like, it's so beautiful when you have children. So I don't have any children yet. Maybe one of these days, maybe this year, next year, sometime in the future, I don't know. But it's interesting. Like, I look at my friends who have children, and it seems like it's almost like you get to like jump into your childhood a second time when you have a little one, especially if it's like a little mini me or whatever. Like, it just seems like children are a true joy. And maybe that's the maternal instinct popping in, because up until this point, I never had any inclination, any care to have kids. Loved kids all the time. just didn't really care to have any of my own. So we'll see, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. But I'm living through you, Kamira. I'm living through you, living vicariously through your experience. Lady J, I am going to use my steamer this time. Yes, girl. Let me know how that works for you. The steamer was life changing. Like, life changing, girl. Life changing. I'm not even being extra. I'm not even boosting. I started using my steamer last January. I received it for Christmas. It was part of like a Kris Kringle, and so got the steamer, started using it in January. I kid you not, 2019, I actually saw some fantastic length retention on my fine natural hair. So much so that I'm definitely going to be making a video about it, because honestly, like, the steamer is just where it's at for natural hair, period. But for fine natural hair, girl, it's really on point. Come here, Jules. Thank you. LOL. My daughter is in grade 7. Ooh, that means that she's got personality. You've probably seen like a little bit of you in her now, a little bit of your husband. That's when the personality comes out and all the sass. I have like a little, my cousin, she's in grade 7 as well too. And she's got tons of sass. Like, I'm like, where did all that attitude come from? And her mom's like, where did all this attitude come from? And I'm like, oh, you know the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, right? But she's adorable. And I know your daughter is probably super adorable as well too. Kamira, I will go live maybe around 8:30. All right. So I got my phone right here. I am definitely, didn't mean to blast you guys with that bright light, but got the phone right here, and I'm definitely going to put an alarm on because I want to see that. So putting it in, Kamira Jules live at 8:30 p.m. Saturday night. That's what's up, man. Saturday life ain't got nothing on Kamira, yo. This is on point. So on point. Alert at time of event. Boom. Got it. So, Lady J, how often should I use it? I was using my steamer once every single week, and sometimes twice a week. So if you've got low porosity hair, Lady J, then you can do the exact same thing as me. So using it once per week, times when you have more time to, you can deep condition in the middle of the week, then definitely do that. If you've got high porosity hair, then you want to slow it right down to maybe like once a month, because high porosity hair doesn't have an issue with getting product in. It has an issue with keeping product in. And the steamer has a tendency to open the cuticles, which is really fantastic for low porosity hair, because low porosity hair has difficulties keeping, opening up. So that's why if you've got low porosity fine natural hair, you're going to really enjoy the steamer. If you've got high porosity hair, you will enjoy it too, but you want to be careful because it can definitely damage your hair if not used properly. And I've seen some people, the term is called high growth fatigue. I've seen some people who had high growth fatigue and they lost their curl pattern, their hair was starting to break off. Like, it just wasn't a good situation. So be very, very careful with that. Where am I up in here? Oh, you guys are talking to me. That's so sweet. Okay. Where am I? Come here, Jules. Nah, she is 100% her dad. My son is like me. LOL, you are so funny. Setting an alarm. Thank you. That is so cute. Too cute. Oh, I have to set the alarm or else I'm not going to remember. Maybe when I finally get to the rest of wash day, I'll be able to jump on and talk and connect. Because there's nothing I love more than talking about natural hair. Like, it's a community. It's a community. It's a journey. And it's so much fun. Like, it's so much fun. And it just happens to at least I like to think, kind of connect with law. Because, like, the kind of law that I do is human rights law. So I'm an anti-Black racism lawyer. And so I feel like there's a connection in terms of, like, raising awareness, raising joy, raising appreciation for natural hair, and then even more niched for fine natural hair. I feel like that is kind of in a relation to human rights in a sense, just improving diversity and, really celebrating all hair types, regardless of what it is, because it doesn't matter what hair you have. Whatever hair you have can be beautiful. Healthy hair is good hair. That is my motto, and I'm sticking to it. Healthy hair is good hair. Lady J, Mine is high, but it is fine. So yeah, so if you haven't done a steamer yet, Lady J, what you could do is maybe use your steamer once and then see what happens in terms of how your hair reacts, and then like give it about a month to use it again. But I wouldn't recommend using it every single week like me, because that might actually damage your curl pattern. But let me know how it goes. Definitely let me know how it goes. Come here, Jules. I don't use the steamer since I cut it so short. It is a community. It 100% is, right? It's totally a community. But yeah, even with the steamer and cutting your hair short. So if you've got super short, fine natural hair, that's definitely a decision that I understand, because like the steam it will make your hair and your scalp feel really hot, and the water can definitely roll down, and it could cause burning if you don't have a lot of hair on your head. So maybe for those of you who've got short hair and you're on a length journey, or you have intentions to grow your hair out, then definitely maybe start with like using a heat cap, and then once your hair gets a little bit longer, you can transition into a steamer. Or if you want to use the steamer because you just want to get that type of like that benefit going on your natural hair, on your fine natural hair, then maybe you can use it, but like use it in like bursts. So instead of sitting there for a good 30 minutes, sit there for maybe 5 to 10 minutes and then let it cool and then sit again, just to avoid like, you know, getting burnt on your scalp, because I don't want to be encouraging anybody to get scalp burns. Like the lawyer in me is like, yo, that sounds like litigation. Like I want all that. I'm not looking for all that. Let's see. Jerry! Hey, girl! Hey, Jerry Johnson! So for you guys who don't know, Jerry is another natural vlogger rather, and she is fantastic. Her videos are so funny. Her videos are so informative. You guys gotta check her out. Check each other out. Jerry, I don't know if you know Kamira Jules, but she's got a really fantastic channel. And Kamira, I don't know if you know Jerry, but Jerry Johnson is amazing. She's so funny. And she's got really nice long type 4 hair as well too. So if you're on a length journey and I'm not posting fast enough or something's not here, whatever the case may be, Jerry's a good person to go check out. Kamira Jules, it is a community. It is, right? It totally is a community. And this is why I love it so much. Kamira Jules, I told you that going live gets easier. It does, honestly. So Kamira and I, the last time I did a live, what was the topic? Oh, it was a Rosewater live review. So number one, there were struggles galore, Curlfriend. Like, there were struggles galore. Like, I was supposed to be up on here at 9 p.m., okay? Tell me how I didn't get on here until 10 p.m. And when I got on here, the way the camera hit was just not cool. Like I think maybe 1 or 2 people were in here with me. I think it might have just been me and Kamira and like somebody else. I don't know. But it was struggles. And as soon as it was done, I was like, Kamira, this was so good. But yeah, no, it does get easier. Thank you so much, you guys, for supporting and for being on here. Like there's how many of us? 7, including myself. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you. This is a lot of fun and I really appreciate you. Jerry Johnson, I see. Kamira Jules, yes, I use a heat cap. The steamer that I have is the handheld Q-Redo. Yeah, that thing is really amazing. So I'm a little bit of a lazy natural. Like when it comes down to like blowing hair out, going like this, like using any tools that's in the hand, my hands get tired. I'm trying to work on that because like the more you handle your natural hair and you avoid going to salons, you avoid having somebody else deal with your hair, it's actually the better. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why the steamer that I have is actually the Kingdom Cares steamer, and it's like you just literally sit underneath it. It's a big hooded cap type of thing. So I've tried the Q-Redo, and it's really good. That one is good if you want to just like blast spots, but for me personally, like I'm not that great at like staying there and being diligent. So I truly respect anybody out there if you've got like the patience and the wherewithal to do it, because steaming is fantastic. And the more you can do it for low porosity hair, gotta put the disclaimer out there, for low porosity hair, the more you can do it, the better. And even with low porosity hair, you can overdo it too. So Kamira Jill's checking Jerry out. Yay, Team Type 4 hair. Ooh, we should make that something. Team Type 4 hair. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Kamira, Lady J, me, Kamira Jules, Jerry, Lady J, you have a channel? I didn't even realize that. Let me see. Is there a way to go over there? I'm gonna have to check that out after because I'm pretty sure you guys didn't come on here to see me like, perusing the internet like and YouTube because if you're like me, you could get lost in these natural hair videos. Like hours can go by and you're like, but wait, where did all that time go? Like it's crazy. Kamira, oh, okay. You guys are chatting. Pretty Brownie, this is true. My sister used to do my hair, not anymore. I had to learn my hair. Yeah, it's amazing how many of us have these stories of like just complete catastrophe allowing someone to do their hair. Like, I used to let a friend do my hair, and I remember I was in university at Carleton and I let one of my girls do my hair, and she accidentally chopped my hair out. She accidentally chopped my hair out. I remember even with my grandma used to take out my weave and I remember she's so funny. So she chopped like a big chunk of my hair out, okay? And I was like, Grandma, like you chopped my hair out. Oh my God. And she was like, so you have lots of it. Oh, girl, I'll never forget that. And then there's like the salons that you go to and they're just like ripping through your strands because they want to get to the next client. Honestly, when my hair started to truly flourish is when I was the only one dealing with it. And that was in 2019. Last year, I just pretty much, I think I went to the salon 2 or 3 times. I found 2 people who are really, really gentle. So shout outs to Clavia from More Than Hair. Shout outs to Sasha from Crown and Glory here in Toronto. But I found people who, they shared my sentiments around natural hair, that it's not just hair, but it's also like, feeding your soul, feeling your being. It's a form of self-care to do your hair. And so you don't want to be ripping and rushing through it and damaging things because it's like you're damaging yourself, right? So yeah, went to them 2 or 3 times last year, and thankfully I was able to see some length retention. So for 2020, we're 1 month in strong. I have the intention to do the exact same thing. More you do your hair yourself, the better. Let's see. Kamira Jules, natural hair videos coming back soon. Oh, that's fantastic. Especially for anyone out there who has like a cute little pixie cut. Definitely check out Kamira. Definitely. Oh, you guys are the best. You guys truly are the best. I have a natural hair playlist to make it better. Jerry, I headed over there, hun. Kamira Jules, LOL at your grandma. Yeah, my grandma was a hoot, man. She was so funny. She was hilarious. Kamira Jules, Aisha at Crown and Glory is the GOAT. Yes! So you know. Okay, you know. So you guys, who's your favorite salon? Where are you from? And drop your favorite salon in the live chat. And while you're there, just give that little, what is that? The thumbs up. There you go. Give the little thumbs up, a little tap so that YouTube can see that this is good and we can get some more fine natural hair people up in this chat room, or even up on this channel, period. But yeah, Aisha's really fantastic. What else is there? And I'm trying to think back to like other natural hair stories to share with you guys. Cause like, we're all the same. I feel like we all have those situations where like you were in the chair, you allowed somebody to do things to your hair that you would never even do to your hair yourself. And then it's like a setback, right? So like, I feel like these kinds of things, like, Fine Natural Hair Rocks, Kamira's posting up videos about wigs and your natural hair as it's like a tight crop do. Jerry's posting things. Lady J's got things posting as well too. We share this information with each other and we make each other's journeys a lot easier. And honestly, like that is what it is. Like it's a community. It's about making each other's journeys easier. It's about enjoying the journey. Like even like wash day. Like right now I'm having a fantastic time. This is a form of self-care for me to sit here in my pre-poo treatment, in my bonnet, chatting with you guys about my favorite subject in the world. Like, it doesn't get much better than that. And yeah, wash day can take a long time. Yeah, sometimes it can be dreaded. I mean, in those moments, like, you're not always going to feel like doing your hair. Like, let's be real. You're not always going to feel like doing your hair. But the days when you don't feel like dealing with your hair, just don't do it. Just don't do it. And that's exactly what I do. Like, I just don't handle my hair when I don't feel like it. If I see myself ripping through strands or going too quickly, or, I'm in a bad mood or something happened, I'm not touching my hair in that attitude, because that's when damage and breakage is like literally the next step. And that's not the goal around here. We trying to reach some really amazing lengths. I'm putting it out into the universe. My goal is to hit waist back length, mid back length, mid back length, fine natural hair. That is the goal. And God willing, I will achieve that goal. So you really need, if your goal is similar or you just want healthier, thicker hair, which is something I achieved in 2019, thicker hair, then for sure you want to be touching your hair when you have the purest of intentions. And that's something that I learned from another YouTuber actually. Her name is Kenya over at Power in Your Curl. She's fantastic. If you are into, curing your soul and feeding your soul and, really just loving on yourself, Kenya's got it in the bag, man. Like she's so on point when it comes to that stuff. Let's see what's happening in the chat. Jerry Johnson. It's funny because when I was relaxed, the people who did my hair, their hair was worse than mine. Now that I'm natural, I won't let people touch my hair unless I see their hair first. You know what? That is incredibly intelligent. That is so intelligent because it's funny. That's exactly what happened to me. I remember early when I went natural first. It was back in 2010, maybe 11. And my hair was growing pretty fast because fine natural hair tends to grow really fast at first. And then once you start getting some length, like you get to here, like you're starting to brush up on shoulder length, that's when things tend to slow down because the wear and tear is starting to catch up. And the fact that fine natural hair is missing an entire layer, that also tends to catch up too. So anyways, I'm going to this lady and all I wanted was a trim, man. That's it. All I wanted was a trim. And for the most part, my hair was very healthy because I'm all for trimming off bad damaged ends. There is no point in keeping onto or holding onto damaged ends. It's like a bad boyfriend, like let him go. Or, a bad ex, like let him go. So anywho, I went there, got my hair trimmed, and she legit took me from like almost shoulder length to like not even ear length. And to, bring back your point, Jerry, the hair was like, her hair was horrible. She had nothing, like absolutely nothing. And she did not care about it. I could tell, like just looking back on that experience, like ripping through the strands, she was one of those people who her hair was colored. Nothing wrong with colored hair, but it wasn't in a healthy state. It was like an unhealthy color. It was choppy. It was dry. It wasn't in a good stage. And so to reiterate and to really, I guess, support and push Jerry's points, you're 100% right. Like if that person has bad hair, you do not want them in your hair. You don't want to be taking any advice from them, and you don't want their hands in your hair. You really, truly don't want their hands in your hair. Lady J, I don't have a channel. Ooh, sorry, girl. Sorry. So to correct the record, Lady J does not have a channel, but she's an amazing girlfriend, and I'm so happy to have you here in the chat with us. So thank you for that. Apologies for my communication over there. Kamira Jules, she braided my hair years ago when she was still going to do hair at people's homes. Oh, really? See, my understanding of Aisha, so for you guys who are not from Toronto, there's this salon called the Curl Ambassador, and they do like curly girl method, curly girl cuts. Like they're all into like curly girl, like everything when it comes to hair. Like they won't press your hair, they won't relax your hair. Like if you're not doing something with your curls, they're not touching it. And so I think that's where I first met Aisha. And then, or it could have been the lady who she started the firm, the salon. So Crown and Glory is owned by a Black woman. And what makes it so cool, you guys, is that it's literally right off a Yonge Street. And Yonge Street is like the largest street in the world. It's a very busy, popular street right in the heart of Toronto. And for the most part, it's not an urban area. It's not really like a African Canadian area. There's a lot of like Caucasian businesses in that area. Like it's definitely more in the mid-city area. And so I was really like washed over with pride and with happiness that like this natural hair salon just popped up in my neighborhood like that. And so yeah, I'm really, really excited for Crown and Glory. Their hearts are in the right place. Similar to Curl Ambassador, they won't do anything to your fine natural hair if it doesn't involve, like they're not relaxing. They will straighten, but they're not relaxing. So, and I do appreciate that because, every now and then you want to see where your curls are at when they're fully stretched out. So, where are we? Jerry Johnson, yes, just don't do it. Exactly. Stay away from bad stylists. Like, that's what we're doing in 2020. If they don't love on natural hair, they're encouraging you to go get a relaxer or a keratin treatment or some formaldehyde or whatever else is really bad for your health but will make your hair straight. Run, girl. Run. I don't have an issue with relaxers. Like, if that's what you want to do for sure, then do it. But if you've got a goal and you wanted to go natural at one point because you wanted to become healthier, you wanted to become more of authentic natural version of yourself, there are going to be temptations. Like, I'm not perfect, I'm human. I wanted to chop off my hair, well, not chop it off, I never wanted to chop it off. Like, I'm a length I'm a length queen over here. Like, I love length. So not once did I ever want to cut my hair, but I definitely wanted to relax it at some point because it's frustrating. It is so frustrating. Like, I know you guys know what I'm talking about when I say it can be frustrating. Like, styles when you're at like a length that doesn't feel most comfortable for you can feel like disheartening. What else? Like, when you have like your natural hair and it's dry or your curls aren't popping or things aren't looking the way you want them to look, that can definitely lead one to want to relax their hair. And funny enough, I've seen so many previous naturals here on YouTube who have gone over to the relaxer. Again, no shade. It's just it's one of those things. It's really hard. It's like weight loss or like, turning your financial situation around or, turning health around. Like, all these things, like, you're going to have those moments where you're not as strong. And so again, like, this is why I love the natural hair community so much, because in all those times of weakness, when I couldn't stand my natural hair, I didn't know what to do with it, I just didn't like it, I noticed that I could just pop on YouTube, pop on Instagram, and boom, there's a curly girl, a curl friend who's, loving on herself, rocking her natural hair, looking hot, looking fly, and, just showing that it's going to be okay. Like, for people who are not a part of the natural hair community, sometimes it seems like you're doing the most. So, like, when I talk about natural hair and I talk about the fact that it's like a psychological thing, it's an emotional thing, it's a spiritual thing, it's a physical thing, right? It sounds crazy, but it's not crazy. It really is that thing, because for the longest while, natural hair was like the underdog. And now natural hair is starting to come to new lengths, is starting to rise to new levels of respect. But similarly to time when natural hair was like not really celebrated, I feel like we're kind of in that place when it comes to fine natural hair. And y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I do feel like we're at that place where like we're trying to like, bring awareness to the fact that like natural hair isn't always going to be thick and puffy and huge and like saluting the sun. Like, it's not always going to be like that. Like, there are curly girls out there, there are curly guys out there who have curls that are fine, or they have coils that are fine. They have type 4 hair that's fine, and it's not standing to go anywhere, it's actually falling down. And so I feel like it's really important for us to have these conversations to kind of, dismantle some of that. Pretty brownie, but they will color your hair. I would never go back to relaxer. I peeped in old pics with my relaxed hair and it looked flat. Yes, that is like that is like a number one example of like, you got fine natural hair when you straighten your hair and it looks like there's nothing on your head. Like, that's what happened to me. Like, as much as like I'm now about right here, yeah, here, give or take, with my straightened natural hair, I hate how that looks. Like, I got like a fantastic press, such a good press. Like, it was a great press, but my hair is too fine for that. Like, it literally looked like I had nothing on my scalp. Like, yeah, I had length, but I had nothing on my scalp because I don't have thick strands, and that's okay. So we just got to figure out ways to like raise awareness about this so that we can, develop more techniques, more styles to rock with it. Because there are ways to like really take advantage of your fine natural hair. Like, some of the benefits is like, you can put your hair in a ponytail in its curly state quite easily. You can straighten it with non-heat methods quite easily. Like, there are a lot of benefits to fine natural hair, but it's up to, I've taken it on as a part of this channel to really highlight those things. So, yeah, no, I feel you. Come here, Jules. I hated how flat my relaxed hair was. Pretty brownie one. Never going back either. I have a few relaxed pics on my Instagram. So stringy. Yeah, for sure. Like, you guys are lucky. At least y'all had hair. Like, I had nothing. Like, I remember when I had a perm. So the last time I permed was 2009, okay? And it was horrible. Like, I had nothing. Number one, my hair was stringy and there was like nothing there. Number two, it was like all different lengths. Like, I was just literally addicted to weaves. It was so bad. Like, I would wear weaves back to back to back to back to back and do nothing to take care of my natural hair. So literally there would be like the little leave out like right here, and like the little leave out would be a little leave out because it would be like this short, and then you might have a piece here like this long, like it was a hot mess. It was so embarrassing. I never ever wore my real hair out. It was just terrible. And so at that point, I had one of my best friends, shout out to Nikita. She's a criminal defense lawyer here in the city, but she had the most beautiful natural hair, and she's got a different density. I wouldn't say she's not a fine natural. I would say she's more like a thick natural. Like people like Natural 85, Whitney, she really benefits from her advice because her hair behaves in a very similar way as Natural 85's. So when I saw that, I was under the misconception, especially in 2009, thinking, hey, like, you know, if she's natural and her hair looks like that, I could definitely go natural and my hair could look like that too. So while I was misinformed, it still prompted me to let go of the relaxer. And funny enough, I actually went natural with the intention to grow my hair out and then go back to being relaxed. So, but yeah, looking back on those pictures, just like you, Kamira, Kamira, and just like you, Pretty Brownie, I would never ever do it again. Never. Like, not going back. It's not worth it. Doesn't look good. I need the texture in my hair to look good, to help with the fine naturalness. Let's see. So, Lady J, I've been natural for 7 years now, and I will not go back either. Yeah, like I'm staying here. And I think a lot of fine naturals feel the same way too, because the texture in our hair, the curls, the kinks, the coils, they help to make your hair look thicker. They help to add, like, you know, they add thickness. Even when I do a blowout, like it's so much easier to, like, you know, maybe when you're getting your blowout, this is another tip to make your hair look thicker. You could actually just ask them to like lightly blow it out. So don't flat iron it, just blow it out to a point where it's straight and then wear it like that. And then maybe do like pin curls or like, you know, something on it with a low heat. So number one, that's healthier for your hair and your length retention goals. And number two, your hair will look thicker too. As opposed to like going dead straight, like dead flat straight with a flat iron. It doesn't work for us. It really doesn't work for us. Where am I? Pretty Brownie. I find doing flat twists and 3-strand twists are great for my fine natural hair. Really? So you know what? I've noticed that, like, so if you're, who else is good? Oh, Michelle from Fine Natural Hair and Faith. She's really fantastic at showing like how to do twists and twist outs and, you know, flat twists on your fine natural hair. I haven't done much of it. I'll be 100% transparent with you guys. I haven't really done a lot of flat twists or 3-strand twists because for the most part, I've tried it at home and didn't really like how it looked. So literally the style began at home and ended at home. But yeah, no, that's amazing. Good job on you for like rocking your flat twist, rocking your 3-strand twist, and like making it work. Because I'm still working on the styling aspect. Like when it comes to fine natural hair, the stage that I'm at and that this channel is at, if you're going to start following and watching, is really how to enhance the health of your natural hair. So it's not really style heavy, but that's something that I'm definitely going to be working on. And if that's what you guys want to see, then for sure I'll share my wins and my losses, the good styles and the bad styles, to really be transparent about what this looks like. But Pretty Brownie, you are really inspiring. Like I definitely do want to try the flat twist, give it another chance before I say that it doesn't work for me. Kamira, I will tag you, Fine Natural Hair Rocks. Thank you. Jerry Johnson, I'm so sorry I have to go. I'm really proud of you for going live. Great chatting with everyone, and you'll have a great day. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big hugs. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm glad you were here, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I really appreciate your love and support. So have a fantastic day as well. Enjoy it. Pretty brownie one. My hair has volume when I release my hair from flat twist or three strand twist. Oh, so you're basically using it as like a way to, increase like volume. Is that what you're doing? Because like that's a really fantastic technique. Like I've never like the most that I do is usually braids. So the wig braids, I'll unloosen them and then I'll get volume, or I'll get some type of a wavier pattern from that. And that's been really, really beneficial for helping to grow my strands and for keeping things without from keeping my fine strands from like interlocking on each other, because fine natural hair loves to interlock on each other. But yeah, that's a really good technique. We'll connect soon. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love that you guys are like connecting with each other. Have an awesome day. Keep practicing. I'm not great with my flat twist, but I keep trying. Yeah, it's funny because when you watch these videos and you see like YouTubers and they're literally going from like, a fresh wash to like amazing twist out results like that, it's like, wow. And then, you think, or at least I thought, that like watching enough of those, eventually when I try it, it would just be intuitive to get it done and to do it right. And so it's not. It's totally not. Like Pretty Brownie, when you hit it on the nail, like you got to keep practicing. So that's one of the goals that I have for 2020 is to keep practicing. But more so once the weather improves, it's just way too cold right now. Like today is not so bad out here. It's actually quite balmy. But right now I'm kind of, relying on like wigs, watching Camira Jewel's wig reviews to see like, maybe I might switch up my wig. So right now the wig that I'm rocking that's really helpful for blending my fine natural hair with it's called Roxy. It's a half wig from Outre. I want to transition into more like full lace front wigs. The problem with that is I've got a really short forehead. And so I find it looks really weird rocking the full wigs on this particular, like, it's almost like a three head. Like, it's not even a forehead, you guys. But anyways, yeah, so that's why I don't really do full lace wigs too often, but maybe I might venture back out and try again and wear it like a three-quarter wig as opposed to like a half wig, because the more protection on your fine natural hair, the better. When you're wearing wigs, you really want to make sure that all your hair is in if you can. Um, and yeah, so that's a goal, because like I did notice that the hair that's back here seems to have better hydration capabilities than the hair over here. So it's not breaking off, but at the same time, it's not as hydrated as it could be. And that's a sign that your natural hair is like, on its way to breakage land when, it's dry and it's crispy and it's not really as moisturized as it could be. That means that the next thing, that's your hair telling you like, hey, girl, like, put some water on me and protect me and treat me just like you treat the others, because you're not treating me right. But that's a sign, right? So if you listen to that sign, you can nip breakage in the butt before it even happens. Have an awesome day. Thank y'all. Keep practicing. Oh, I think also with our fine natural hair, it's a matter of finding the right products to get the best results. Yes, and I'm glad you brought that up, Pretty Brownie. You really want to find products that are very lightweight in nature. So even going back to this one right here, like I'm not, oh, you can't see that. So that's kind of like where it's at right now. But if you'll notice, like, well, it was okay. So it's not coming down as fast as I would like it to, but this is actually a pretty thin product. Like it's not as thick as other leave-ins. It's still quite thick. Shea Moisture is pretty thick, but this does actually work quite well for fine natural hair. But if you need like a really good leave-in conditioner that will penetrate your natural hair really well, you want something that's lightweight, you want something that's runny, and you want something that's really going to get into your strand. So anything super thick isn't going to work. It's just not. So like a lot of the times when I see a product that's really thick, immediately I'm kind of like, I don't necessarily think this is gonna work. But trying to be open-minded, I'll still give it a try. But you really just want to make sure that your products are runny to get good results. And I do a lot of reviews as well here on Fine Natural Hair Rocks. So right now I did do a review on this. There's a video about this actually on here. Oh, no, it's the deep conditioner. There's a deep conditioner to go with this. So there's a couple deep conditioner reviews here on Fine Natural Hair Rocks that you could definitely check out. Kamira, lovely ladies. I have to go now. It was really great chatting. Thank you for coming, Kamira. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Have a really great night, and I'll see you at 8:30 p.m. over on your channels, on your live. Lady J, I am now trying grease again. Interesting. So how are you doing the grease thing, Lady J? Like, are you putting it on your scalp? Are you putting it on your strands? What exactly, like, how are you using that? I used to use grease. So of course, you know, being from a Caribbean home, like my grandmother, my mom would grease up my scalp. I don't necessarily do that anymore because it can lead to a lot of like buildup, but I have started incorporating a little bit of it. I use the Camille Rose cocoa nibs and something. I can't remember what the full thing is, but it's a growth oil and like literally like just putting it into the strands, into the parts and kind of making it happen like that. So you guys, this has been amazing. I can't believe we've been live for 54 whole minutes. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday, this hour in your Saturday with me. It means a lot to me. I know we're all busy and we all have got tons of things to do, but it truly does mean a lot to me that you're sharing your time and, you know, your experiences and your hair goals and your hair journey with me. Like, I really do appreciate that. And I promise to return the love and the support in any way that I possibly can. Like I said before, there's videos every Monday and Friday. IG Live, I go IG Live. I do IG Lives on Wednesday. I'm working on bringing that IG Live over here to YouTube. So hopefully this week on Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that will work a lot better this time around here on YouTube as it did on Instagram. So that's it, y'all. I think I'm also gonna have to head out now as well, just to complete a couple of chores and, you know, the regular Saturday errands. But I'm wishing each and every one of you a very productive, happy, and blessed Saturday evening. And hopefully, if you're still here on YouTube, we can connect over on Kamira's channel as well. So yeah, that's it, guys. Love you lots. Mwah.